What's up, Cougs? Welcome back to another episode of Coug on the Clock. I'm your host, Alex Dorfler.
Dylan Gravelle.
Yeah, so today we're going to start off talking about WSU women's sports, then go to men's sports, college football, NFL, NBA, and finish off with some birthdays. Let's get into it. Okay, so starting with women's volleyball, we got selected for their March Madness style or their playoff tournament. I'm so used to saying March Madness.
8 straight appearances, I think?
Seven. Since
straight.
2016. We're the 4th ranked seed in our quadrant. Is that what you? Yeah, quadrant. I guess that would work, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess call it that.
Which is the highest we've been in the last 7. This is probably the best team we have, hence the ranking. But it starts Thursday, the 30th. We play on Friday. It's a home game here at Bowler. You think you're going to
go? Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, we play Grand Canyon. I think we got it. The bracket itself in our quadrant, I'm a little worried about Louisville, the 2 seed. We played them earlier in the year. We lost to them. They're a really good team. Also, if we beat Grand Canyon, we're either going to play Pepperdine or Dayton. Dayton's the 5 seed, so I think we're going to play Dayton. But both round 1 and round 2 are going to be at home.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. On Friday, it's 7 o'clock, so if you're not doing anything Friday night, go to the game, support the ladies. Yeah.
Talk about basketball.
Talk about women's basketball.
So they just had the Cancun Challenge, which is sick, going down to play in Cancun. Played 3 games. They beat Maryland and Massachusetts, both pretty handedly, before losing to Green Bay of Phoenix. I think it might have been like the championship. I'm not sure.
I think it was. But
close game, lost by 11.
2 of our players had, I think, double doubles.
Yep.
Charlize Ledger-Walker being one. The other one, it was Tara Wallach. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she 6 for 11 field goal. Double double, 16 points, and she actually didn't have double double. Sorry, she put up double digit points. So did Charlize Ledger-Walker. 3 from 11 from 3, which is not good.
Not great,
but I mean, we lost that game, so you can't be shooting that many threes, missing that many.
It's definitely one of those things that you'll live and die by the 3. When you're making them, it works perfectly. But when you can't hit from outside, you got to find other ways to score. So.
And no one else really. They didn't have any other help on offensively. We scored 48 points.
Yeah, really low scoring for sure.
Really low scoring game, which is odd because we've been scoring a bunch in most of our games. I'm looking at the one against Massachusetts, 90 to 48.
87 against Maryland.
87 against Maryland, 81 against Prairie View. And but we've been scoring that game, I guess just a little off game. And but
tomorrow, Texas A&M Commerce here in Beasley. Go to that one too if you're not doing anything.
Yep. All right, men's sports. Let's start off with Cougar basketball.
Let's do it.
Cougar
basketball. 5-1. They just got back from where was their tournament at? Little mini tournament.
I don't even know.
I think it was in Dallas or something. I think I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But 5-1 on the season. Their only loss coming in that tournament to Mississippi State. They've looked solid this year.
Yeah, no. Miles Rice, that last game yesterday against Eastern Washington. We played them, beat them 82-72. Eastern, I don't know how good they really are, but they fought against us. It was a good game. But Miles Rice popped off for 28 points, 6 made three-pointers.
Yeah, Miles Rice has been looking really good. He's averaging 17 points a game this year.
And dude, he's awesome. I love him. Beat cancer.
Yeah, really cool story,
Really cool story, yeah. Inspirational.
I think the one thing that's really holding this team back so far is the free throw line. They're only shooting 62%, which against good teams, you have to be able to make your free throws to win. And 62% is really unacceptable. I think Miles Rice is leading the team at like 71, 72%, which is still like
we shot
below where you
72%
wanna be.
on the free throw against Eastern.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah,
We need to make our free throws. But, I mean, we look good.
Yeah.
We don't look bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's early too.
It is
which
early,
is
yeah.
like, you're still figuring out rotations and stuff. So I mean, it's you don't want to put too much value into it. But one thing though is they protect the rim really well.
Dude, Oscar Clough, I think that's a big man. Like he's pretty solid.
I think averaging 6 blocks a game.
It's
which
the
is
most I think we have the most in the nation.
Number one in
37.
effective shot blocking. Which,
Whatever that means.
I think that's kind of like shots that are like going in.
Yeah.
So like if you like block
Just
like
hit
a
it.
half court
Yeah,
shot
that
or
doesn't
something, I don't think it counts towards that. But I'm not sure. But
Yeah, basketball looking good. On the men's side of sports, football started a long football week, a lot of football these last couple weeks. But Boulder, that was awesome. I love seeing a win like that. I have a bunch of friends at Boulder. They weren't able to talk any shit or anything to me, which is
Yeah.
good. Really wanted that win, and we got him. We should have had that win, like always. That was a lock.
yeah.
Boulder's really not that great.
Yeah, I mean the one thing I will say, kind of like to play the devil's advocate, is Shador got hurt in like
That's
the
true.
first quarter.
And then they put him back in.
Yeah, and fumbled, got another strip sack.
Boulder's
but,
O-line sucks.
yeah, they're miserable. Like I don't know. Like that's the one thing that they need to address in the offseason if they're gonna be able to like truly compete like they want to.
Because they have playmakers.
Yeah, their perimeter is
Yeah.
electric. And Shador, if he comes back, like they have
He's-
the weapons.
Yeah, and Shadur's good. Like
he is.
Yeah, he's really good.
And they just got to be able to protect him.
Yeah.
But
Talk about the Apple Cup.
24-21, really good
Yeah,
game.
really good. I
I was not
honestly didn't think
expecting
it
it
could happen.
whatsoever.
I was like, I didn't think it could happen, but like, I get it. I was like, the one thing I was thinking, I was like, mini bye week. We got that extra day of rest.
Yep.
Also, I just thought maybe like our morale might have been a little higher, but still, I just thought Washington wouldn't leave it open for us like that. I mean, they won with a field goal.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, like you're always going to come into those games with a little extra,
Morale,
extra pep
little,
in your
yeah.
step. But also on the other side of the ball, Washington, they've kind of been doing that all season. Like they've been letting
having
teams
close
hang
games.
around. They beat
I remember
Arizona State on like the last play.
Stanford,
like,
it was a really close game. Arizona, I don't know if they played Arizona, but I remember the Stanford game was really close, and like Stanford's not all that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think they're going to get boat raced by Oregon. in
yeah,
the Pac-12
going
championship.
into
college football.
college football playoffs are next, or just college football in general, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Pac-12
think
championship.
Oregon's gonna.
Oregon 9.5-point favorites.
I think
which
that's.
is, I mean,
I honestly might take that. I don't bet, but I would take that.
that Oregon offense is electric.
Yeah,
like,
and
Bo Nix,
I think he's gonna
front
Heisman.
runner,
I think he's gonna
especially
win
if they
Heisman.
beat UW.
Yeah.
I think it's his. But yeah, I
We're
think
saying Jaden Daniels. I mean, 3
I don't know.
losses.
Yeah,
you
it's
can't
it's
lose
tough to
3
give it to a
games.
team like that. Like especially if Oregon is able to beat UW. I think he has the stats, he has the team, he has the record.
Yeah.
But-
If we were to beat Washington, it would have been Arizona, I think, in
Yeah.
the playoffs. And I mean, Arizona.
Or no, if
in
if Oregon State would have beat Oregon,
Oregon,
then
yeah,
Arizona
that's what it
would have
was. Which I would have liked to see because Fafita, he passed for like 500 yards.
been. Yeah.
Dude, I love that guy. I said it when we played him. I was like, dude, he's good. Watch out.
Yeah,
And I maybe love him a little more because I was right about it.
But then around the country, Big 12, we got Texas, Oklahoma State. I think that's Texas all the way.
I agree.
SEC, a big one. Georgia, Bama. If Bama's able to win that one,
I think I got Georgia. I think if Georgia can beat Bama, I think they're gonna win it all.
Yeah, I think I want to see Bama win that one just to cause pure chaos.
It would.
In
It
the
really
playoff
would.
committee. Another one that would cause absolute chaos is if Iowa and that stout defense can take down Michigan. I'd love to see that happen.
Which that's gonna be a good game. Iowa, like people don't give it to them, but they're like
Yeah, I
pretty
think
good.
everybody's talking about like in the Big Ten, like okay, it's Ohio State, Michigan, which truly it is Ohio State and Michigan, but like that's not going to be a cakewalk. Like that
No, not at
defense is
all.
really
Iowa's
good.
good.
And then in the ACC, Louisville, FSU.
FSU.
No, I got Louisville, bro. FSU
after last week.
Barely just beat
back.
Florida, who was the number 130th ranked defense in the country.
I don't know.
Florida is terrible, and Florida State barely won. They don't have their quarterback. Like,
is he out?
Jordan Travis broke his leg.
Oh, yeah.
The week before Florida. Like, I think Louisville's going to beat them, and even if they do win, they're going to get put in the playoff. But if they get put in the playoff, they're going to get boat raced by whoever they end up playing. So I don't know. I want FSU to lose that game, but
I mean, yeah, the Seminoles. I'm really, not really much of a Seminoles fan, like overall, just over my life. So why would I be? Florida State's kind of dirty. I feel like.
Yeah, back with Jameis, they were cool.
Yeah, famous Jameis for real.
But yeah, who do you got in the playoff?
Like Georgia for sure, Michigan, like Oregon, and then I don't know, Tennessee. Not Tennessee. Texas. Yeah. Sorry.
I was gonna say.
I'm looking here. I'm looking at the rankings.
I think Georgia's gonna beat Bama, and then Michigan. I think Oregon's gonna beat UW.
Yeah.
So I got them in there, and I don't think FSU's gonna win. So I think that kind of opens the door for maybe what I would kind of like to see is both Oregon and UW get in, because I think if Oregon beats UW, there's 5 one-loss teams, I think. And I think UW over Oregon in like week 8 is the best win out of any one-loss team if Oregon beats UW in the playoff. So I would not be mad at all if both of them get in. If
it'd
FSU
be cool
loses.
for the Pac-12.
Yeah.
It would be like a good way to go out, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
NFL.
We're gonna start off my Niners. Thursday. That was a good way to end Thanksgiving, or just good part of Thanksgiving. Seahawks, dude, I will say, like, if I'm a Seahawks fan, I'm, like, a little worried, but also you guys got draft capital. It's good, like.
You guys.
I mean, you're not
you
Seahawks.
Guys.
Well, most people watching this are Seahawks fans, considering we're in at Washington State. But got good draft capital from you guys right there.
That they did. They got a lot of it. Which is starting to pay off.
For them. Or for you guys.
For us.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Longest winning streak in the NFL at 5 games. And, like, the thing about it, too, is, like.
You guys have beat some good teams.
They beat the Chiefs. They beat the Bills. They beat the Vikings, Packers, and then the Browns. And the Browns, like, they had DTR, which. Yeah. But, I mean, that defense is the number 1 defense in the league, and they scored 3 touchdowns.
That defense beat the Niners. They shouldn't have. I mean, it was off the field goal, but also P.J. Walker was starting, who's better than DTR.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the Browns are definitely short-handed, but still, defense is the number 1 defense
legit.
in the league.
Yeah. It should be. Also, that was a scoregami, 29.
Oh, 29-12.
Yeah.
Never before.
Scoregami is cool. I always root for scoregami. Some other games, though, I'd say the Eagles-Bills. Dude, like, as a Niners fan, man, that's just how the Eagles season going. That, like, what was it, 61 yards?
In overtime?
Yeah. The field goal. Damn. And there was, like, that was just Eagles are legit.
Yeah, I think that's why, like, it was raining the whole game, and like that's part of like why it's tough to ever pick against the Eagles, because like they just find ways to win games, and that's why they're 10-1, number 1 team in the league.
I mean, who did they lose to? The Jets at the beginning of the year, or no?
No,
they
lost to. Was it the Commanders? I feel like they always lose to the Commanders once a year.
I'm trying to see, but
I don't remember
what week do you think that was?
It was pretty early. I think it was like 5 or something.
Yeah, I feel like 5 or 4.
But yeah, I'm not sure. But this week, NFC Championship preview, Niners-Eagles.
I still got Niners because I think
just
Eagles, like, obviously are contenders and they're a really good team, but like Niners, Niners I feel like are just on another level when we're all healthy. What?
A little biased,
but like when we're all healthy, like Niners, like our whole team, like we really don't really have any more flaws. Like it was our D-line, but we got Chase Young.
Yeah.
We upgraded on that.
And I mean, I think with the Eagles, like as dynamic as the Niners are, I think if any team is like, quote unquote, built to stop them, that would be the Eagles with their front seven. Because their front seven is ridiculous with Jalen Carter, Fletcher Cox, Hassan
Williams,
Reddick.
that other,
They if anybody can limit Christian McCaffrey,
it would be that.
It would be the Eagles, but I think it's going to be a really good game, and I think they're on a crash course to meet in the NFC Championship.
Definitely.
I mean, nobody else
what other
is really
team would you say is like close to that? Like
when the Lions play good,
Lions when they're offense, but like Lions defense sucks.
They're just off and on.
Yeah, they are. It's really, honestly, it's if their offense plays good. They're just a good offensive team.
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of the same way. Like, they kind of just find ways to win. Like,
they do.
Not last week, but the week before, they were down like 12 with like 5 minutes left. Came back.
Yeah. That game against the Packers this previous week, that was pretty embarrassing for them. And I will say Jordan Love did look really good, though.
Yeah, he
was making some throws that were questionable, across the body. But
did you see his first touchdown?
Yeah, I did.
A little slant route behind his receiver in front of the corner, like. That's a really good throw. Really lucky that's not getting tipped or even picked off.
He's got a cannon.
Yeah, I mean, he with him, he either looks like Patrick Mahomes or Zach Wilson. Like, there's really no in between. Like,
I don't know Zach Wilson. He's not as mobile as Zach Wilson.
But I'm just saying, throwing sidearm into triple coverage, getting picked off, or he's throwing dimes and tight windows, and I don't know.
He's like Desmond Ridder.
Desmond Ridder's so bad.
They should have Heineke starting.
The Falcons?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, Arthur Smith, I don't think he even really knows how to coach football. I don't know where he got this job from, but he doesn't like giving the ball to Bijan or Kyle Pitts.
I mean, they're tied for the lead of the NFC South.
I don't
Somehow.
care.
Are they
even 500?
No,
that's
what
I'm saying.
they're 5-6.
The NFC South is like the old NFC East, where whoever wins it is gonna be the 4 seed, but they're getting bounced first round. It's not even up for debate.
I don't think the Saints, Falcons. I don't think any of those teams. Oh, obviously not the Panthers, but
dude, the Panthers are terrible. They just cleaned house. Their owner's not happy. Got rid of
another
head
team
coach
that's
and OC.
probably going to clean the house. You say it, Commanders.
Yeah,
the enemy's probably going to be. Yeah, Ron Rivera. They're not going to fire him though. They're going to let him he's going to just focus on the defense because Ron Rivera's been around forever.
Yeah, you don't think he's going to get fired?
I don't think he's going to get fired. I think he's going to retire. After
I
this
see
year.
what you're saying. I think Bieniemy will be the head coach.
Bieniemy definitely will, and he should have been.
Yeah, it was an interesting move when he went from Kansas City to Washington to be the OC.
Yeah.
Everybody was kind of questioning that. Maybe he knew something that we didn't.
That Ron Rivera
was up.
Yeah, he was on the hot seat. Another coach on the hot seat, I'd say Brandon Staley. Definitely.
The Chargers. I've kind of been calling for his head for the last 2 or 3 years, back when they could have tied the Raiders to go to the playoffs, but he was calling timeouts.
Yeah.
So the Raiders beat him.
Dude.
He's just
they have
not a
too
good
much
coach.
talent to be as bad as they are.
And
I like Justin Herbert. I don't know if it's the coaching or just team around him, but I'm starting to think maybe is he a little overrated?
Yeah, he just can't win those games.
No.
But
also he's had some I remember last week or 2 weeks ago
against the
ball
Packers,
right off his
yes,
hand.
here, dude just dropped it. And earlier in the game, Keenan Allen was wide open.
He just
hit him between the 1 and the 3, just
Exactly.
bounced off his chest. So I don't know. Mike Williams is out, so they don't have all their weapons. But I don't
say the most boring game of the week, maybe of the season.
Last
night, I was gonna say that game. Yeah,
Josh
I was gonna
Dobbs,
say
he's
the
over.
Patriots Giants. No, that was a 10 o'clock game. People really didn't.
Yeah.
But listen to this. Here's New England's drives: punt, interception, punt, halftime, touchdown. Maybe they made some adjustments. No, punt, interception, punt, missed field goal. Okay, let's see what the Giants did. Fumble, punt, fumble, touchdown, punt, field goal, punt, and they won.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a good game. That's a good game. It's a game of adjustments.
14 punts in total.
You think Belichick's out?
No. I think he wants to get like one more. I feel like he's gonna stay for like.
I don't.
He wants another like winning team.
I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's fire Bill Belichick.
No, you can't fire Bill Belichick. No, you can't.
I don't know. I don't know. The Patriots. They're not gonna be good next year though either. So like.
No, they won't.
Like they don't have anything to build on. Like their defense is solid, but their offense, like they don't have weapons.
Mac Jones.
They don't have a quarterback.
Yeah,
their O-line is suspect. Like that's like a 12-year turnaround, not a 1-year turnaround.
They're rebuilding.
They need
Definitely.
to rebuild.
They need to
I don't know
rebuild,
why
yeah.
they're signing like dudes like Juju. Like you need to like get some picks, not these old washed receivers. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
NBA.
Let's get into it. In-season tournament, man, dude, things are getting crazy.
It's starting to make sense.
It's starting to make sense a
Yeah.
little bit. Like the group play is always confusing, but
I think the biggest, like the most confusing part was like how they were like interchanging. Like, okay, this is an in-season
And this
tournament
one's
game,
not,
and then we're
yeah.
gonna play 2 regular season games, and now we're gonna play another in-season. So like I think the way they just like didn't just play
it all at
one of the
once.
confusing
Yeah,
parts.
because it makes it harder to follow.
Like you don't even
definitely.
know if like they're playing an in-season
Yeah,
game.
exactly. Tonight there is an in-season game. I'm 99% sure. No, it is. Warriors Kings. It's big for me, Warriors fan. Warriors. It's been tough. We haven't been. I haven't been as good as I thought, as I've been saying. Curry's really like our only scorer right now. Clay's starting off kind of slow. Wiggins, same with him. Maybe they're just getting a little old.
Dude, I feel like the Warriors always do this. Like the first like 20 games of the season, Steph's averaging like 30, everybody else is averaging like 5. They're like, get Steph some help.
Yeah.
And then the All-Star break comes, and then they just start to figure it out, and then they end up being like the 4th seed and make a little run.
In 2021, I remember we started off hot. Like, dude, Warriors are a tough team to like.
You never really know what they're doing.
What they're gonna do, yeah, because it's like, they always are gonna have that potential to pop off and like be Warriors powerhouse that they are, but this season, it's just kind of been a little slower.
Yeah, but talking about Steph, like the old guys, like
he's
still
playing
their league.
He's
bro.
actually
like,
still playing amazing.
KD's averaging over 30, Steph's averaging over 30, LeBron's putting up like 28 and 8,
numbers.
like.
Yeah.
And all of them are over 30, like mid to late 30s, which is crazy. But on the other side, the young teams, like the Magic look good, the Rockets look good.
Rockets are really
The T-Wolves are number 1 in the West right now.
Yeah.
Like these young teams might be starting to figure it out a little bit, which is,
Pacers also.
Yeah, with Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, Halliburton's pretty good. He's really good, actually.
Looks like the Clippers might be starting to
with
kind of
like,
get into
look
a
at their
groove.
roster.
Like,
Also, Westbrook choosing to play coming off the bench.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
I think that's better.
Playing for the team.
Yeah, and it's like they've won 4 of their last 5. They did drop one to the Nuggets last night without
Jokic,
Murray, or Aaron Gordon, which is kind of like, I don't know how you do that, but I don't know. We'll see if they can start to figure it out. They have so much talent. They just got to learn how to play together. But
maybe they're doing the in-season like every few games just so like players like Jokic like can rest.
Can rest a little bit, yeah. I don't know.
But also, like, they wouldn't do that in the playoffs. So like, really, that's just like proving, if that's the reason why, just like how less important this is.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They're seeing like they changed the rule this year where like you got to play. I think it's 63 games to be eligible for end of season awards.
Yeah.
So
Which
I
like
think
that.
you're already seeing like less.
Just like
what do they
healthy
call it? Load management, where they're just sitting to sit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see if that continues as the year goes on. But I don't know. So the knockout rounds start Monday.
Yeah. I think some teams are like already eliminated.
Yeah, I think the Lakers already clinched.
Who else is already
If the
clinched?
Bucks win tonight, they clinch. But yeah, so it's going to be the 3 group leaders in each conference and then 1 wild card. I know right now the Suns are the wild card in the West. I don't know about in the East. I think it's the Celtics.
I couldn't even.
But yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I mean, the first ever NBA Cup.
Yeah.
They just keep coming up with these new awards to give out, but
I'm excited.
I think it'll be cool. I
Yeah.
don't know. It seems like they want to play for it, which is
I guess,
the
yeah.
important thing to me, anyways.
All right, going into some birthdays.
Let's do it.
I got some good ones. Today, 28th, Jarvis Landry. Loved him on the Dolphins.
Is he in the league anymore?
No, I don't think he's in.
I was trying to
I
think
don't
because he was
so.
on the Saints last year,
And then he was,
just vanished.
he was on the
thin air.
Browns. Also, I
He
remember
went
for a
from-
little bit.
Yeah,
Saints,
when he was
with,
there with
Odell.
He played on the Saints last year. Then I just didn't hear anything about him, and he's just nowhere to be found.
Yeah, a couple more. Come back to the Warriors. These two guys, special place in my heart. Andrew Bogut
Dirty player.
and Leandro Barbosa,
Trash.
both part of the Warriors dynasty, big parts.
Garbage. Garbage, dude.
No.
The only reason Andrew Bogut is a big part of the Warriors dynasty is because he hurt Kawhi.
Bro,
That's the only thing he did for that program.
I don't even
That
wanna
dirty
hear it.
play.
I don't even want to hear it. 'Cause
Stepping under him on jump shots. Crazy. That's a crazy take.
yeah, that was. But another one, Rob Nen. I also, as a Giants fan, has the most career saves as a Giant. Here's 314 saves total. Yeah, awesome, Rob Nen. You got any?
Tomorrow we got a couple. Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited. Hey, keep winning. We like that. We got Stephon Diggs tomorrow. That's a pretty good one.
Both those guys are like pretty weird. Diggs, I would never want him to date my daughter, right?
You seen that interview?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
interview. What? I'm a
yeah.
great guy.
No,
That's what
he's
he says.
not. No, he's not. Did you see with Trayvon Diggs talking about, hey, 14 need to get out of there? A couple weeks ago tweeting about that?
No, I didn't.
No, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think that wraps it up.
You got any more?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
No. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Go subscribe to our socials at Wazzu Sports Network on Instagram and TikTok, Wazzu Sports Net on Twitter, Cable 8 on YouTube. Cable 8 actually, if you go on their website, I think cable8.org. Show pitches Thursday and Friday. Yeah, if you have an idea for a show, yeah, pitch it. I think that's it for today. I'm Alex Dorfler.
Dylan Gravelle.
Have a good day. Go Cougs.